go to my next appointment.
What's up, my name is Tilly and I'm going through the NHS process and documenting it in real time to show you how you can get a Hero Pro via the NHS.
Let's go.
In my last appointments, we've been working on the socket and the way it fits. And to be honest with you, I didn't really know what the next step was going to be. At this appointment, we tested the socket again to make sure the fit was perfect. If the socket isn't right, nothing works right. It needs to be comfortable, secure and responsive to your muscle signals. So we adjusted it, tightened it, moved things slightly. If you've been keeping up to date with these videos, you might be thinking this is getting a little bit tedious at this point, but these are all the tiny tweaks that make a big difference to the day-to-day. It's a bit more difficult to trigger. Then this was the part I wasn't expecting. I was faced with this big box of different designs and was told I got to choose one.
What do you want to do in terms of colours and patterns and things? I could bring the...
What is that, like the material for the socket?
Yeah, so that's just for the inner. So the actual arm when it's built down will have whatever you want on it, really.
Really?
Yeah.
Fun! So here's my socket. I've never had it cut out on the elbow before, but apparently that's meant to help with comfort and that's how they do it here. I got all the sensitivity lined up and now I get to pick the colour or the fabric that I want my arm to be. If you know me, you know I take aesthetics pretty seriously.
There's Spider-Man. There's Spider-Man.
I had fun filing through this box and choosing the design which I wanted to be on my arm.
I think that's really pretty. That one else.
I really want to document the real process here. I've been fitted by Upper Bionics previously and the maximum time requirement from me was 1 morning and 1 afternoon. 4 appointments to reach this stage is quite time consuming and feels like a big commitment. The OB clinics use digital scanning, digital design and digital fabrication, so the whole process is pretty quick for the user. Morning scan, afternoon test socket print, and then the device is built and ready when you next go in. With advancements in technology, we can do that now. Hopefully this is a process the NHS will also adopt so all amputees get quality socket without the time expense. I'm also pretty sure this NHS socket isn't digitally saved. So let's say I love this fit and I only want to wear this fit for the rest of my life. This isn't replicable or stored anywhere. The plastic cast will eventually be destroyed and if I need to replace these sockets, I'll need to come back in to be recast. Let's say I leave my Hero Flex on a plane somewhere, the team at OB has the digital model stored so they can print the exact same fit that I love and send it directly to my house. No future appointments needed, no new casts needed. I would really love it if the NHS would offer the Hero Flex because it is very comfy, but we shall see, and we'll see if they put any ventilation in this one, which I'll be curious to see about. It's worth it for something that fits properly and works for your lifestyle. When I was younger, I didn't have options like this through the NHS. My parents had to crowdfund for my hands, so sitting there choosing designs and learning about different arms feels super cool. This is what we've always pushed for, accessibility and choice. The process isn't instant though, however. I believe 4 appointments in, this will be a wrap on my socket and then we'll get to move on to some of the tech, which will be very, very fun. This is when you'll get to start playing with a Hero Pro. See you at my next appointment.